I mean, look at this. You've definitely seen this incredible edible flower, the salami rose. It's usually the star of the show on any perfect board.
And then you've got the prosciutto ribbon. So delicate, so elegant, it just adds this beautiful height and a wonderful flowing texture.
Or what about the salami fan? Super neat, super practical. It's just perfect for filling in those little gaps and making the whole board look completely full and abundant. So you're probably wondering, how on earth do they do that? Well, it might look super complicated, but trust me, the techniques are way simpler than you think. Let's break it all down. All right, in the next 5 minutes, you are going to master these techniques. And we're starting with the most iconic one of all, the salami rose. Seriously, if you master this one, you'll completely elevate your entire charcuterie game. Okay, first up, we're diving into the technique that turns simple deli meat into an absolute showstopper. So what's the secret weapon here? It's just a simple glass. Yep, that's it. A champagne flute or even just a shot glass is perfect. That narrow rim is the key. It really helps the salami slices hold that perfect petal-like shape. All right, let's get specific. For a perfect little rose, you're going to want exactly 12 to 16 thin slices of salami. And for the glass, a standard 1.5-ounce shot glass is what you're looking for. Oh, and here's a key tip. Make sure the meat is thinly sliced. It makes it so much easier to fold. Okay, let's build this thing together, step by step. First, you're going to fold your first slice right in half over the rim of the glass. Easy. Next, overlap the next slice by about half. You'll keep doing this with about 4 slices total until the whole rim is covered. Now for the second layer. You're going to place these slices to cover the seams from that first layer. That's what creates that amazing petal effect. Make sure to press down firmly. Keep going for about 3 or 4 layers, building your way inwards. And for the grand finale, just flip the glass over onto your board, lift it up gently, and there you have it, a perfect salami rose. So it's really cool to see how these different folds all have a different job to do, right? The rose is obviously your big, stunning centerpiece. The quarter fold, which is also called the fan, is your little problem solver for filling in tight spaces and corners. And the salami chain, that's for creating those beautiful flowing lines that just wind their way across the board. Okay, next up is the salami chain. This one is incredibly simple but looks so effective. So first, just fold each slice of salami in half. Then, place that first folded slice down on the board. After that, you just interlock the next one with the first. You just keep that pattern going and you can create this beautiful textured line that can kind of snake around cheeses and crackers on your board. All right, let's switch gears to prosciutto. Now, this is a totally different ball game. Its texture is so silky and delicate compared to salami, and that lets you create some really beautiful, much softer looking folds. If you want that effortless, kind of rustic look, the prosciutto ribbon is your go-to. It's so easy. You just take a slice and gently fold it back and forth, like you're making an accordion or a paper fan. Then just pinch it in the middle and set it on the board. And boom, you get this gorgeous ruffle that adds amazing height and a sense of movement. Now, for these little prosciutto rosettes, they're so delicate. The absolute key here is to first fold a slice in half lengthwise. That gives you a nice, long, even strip to work with. From there, you just roll it up tightly from one end to the other. Want a fuller look, like a little bouquet? Just group 2 or 3 of these little guys together. It makes a beautiful focal point. Okay, so once you've got these basic folds down, you can start getting really creative. We're talking about moving beyond just decorating the board and turning these into standalone appetizers. This is such a great way to make things super easy for your guests to just grab and eat. You can wrap prosciutto around some crunchy breadsticks, or go for the classic combo with melon wedges. Or, and I love this idea, create these perfect little skewers. Just fold up a piece of prosciutto, spear it with a toothpick, and then add a mini mozzarella ball and a fresh basil leaf. It's like a mini caprese bite. So good. Okay, but let's say you want a true showstopper. Something for the holidays maybe? Something that is going to make everyone stop and say, wow, how did you do that? Well, you can take all these folding techniques and build a 3-dimensional, completely edible charcuterie tree. No, I'm not kidding. It's dramatic, it's festive, and believe it or not, it's surprisingly easy to put together. First things first, you'll need the right foundation. Just head to a craft store and grab a medium-sized styrofoam cone. Something around 18 inches tall should do it. You're also going to need a whole bunch of toothpicks. We're talking like 300 of them, a pencil to mark a guide, and some fresh rosemary sprigs for that perfect finishing touch. All right, here's how you put this masterpiece together. First, take that pencil and draw a spiral line all the way from the top of the cone to the bottom. This is your guide, and it's going to keep your layers looking neat. Next, get your meats folded. Pepperoni into fourths, salami in half, then skewer your folded meats, cheeses, and maybe some olives onto the toothpicks. Now, starting at the bottom of the cone, you're just going to attach the skewers following that spiral line you drew. The real key here is to pack them in nice and close together so you completely cover the cone. And for the final step, just fill in any little gaps you see with those sprigs of fresh rosemary. It gives it that perfect, authentic tree look. Okay, to wrap things up, let's go over a few final pro tips. These are the little things that are going to make sure your board looks and tastes absolutely perfect every single time. Listen up, because these final tips are absolutely crucial. Tip number 1, always, and I mean always, work with chilled meat straight from the fridge. It's so much firmer and holds its shape way better when you're folding. Number 2, for maximum flavor, let the finished board sit out at room temperature for about 30 to 60 minutes before you serve it. This lets the meats and cheeses really open up. Number 3, a little design secret: arrange items in triangles. Placing 3 clusters of the same item on the board creates this really nice visual balance. And finally, number 4, fill every single empty space. Don't leave any gaps. Use nuts, fruit, herbs, anything to make the board look full, lush, and abundant. At the end of the day, just remember this: your platter is a canvas. Every single board you make is a new chance to play with different colors, textures, and shapes. It's basically edible art. So you've got the techniques, you've got the secrets. The only question left is, what are you gonna create first? Are you gonna go for that classic salami rose, the elegant prosciutto ribbon, or are you gonna go all out and build that incredible charcuterie tree?